The Ag Week Soil Health Minute is sponsored by the North Dakota Corn Council and the North Dakota Soybean Council.
Welcome back to the Northern Corn and Soybean Expo at the Fargo Dome. Farmers are looking for guidance on which soil health building practices could be used to achieve on-farm goals. At this week's Expo, 3 crop consultants sat down with NDSU soil health specialist Abbey Wick to talk about how they're helping farmers adopt soil health practices, what's working, and what to watch out for.
You guys are consultants in the area and you cover a lot of acres and work with a lot of different farmers. Is there a particular way that you help the farmers get into using soil health building practices or ways that you advise them?
I think the first thing we have to address is what is the goal? Every farmer, every farm has different goals, and once we prioritize those goals, then we can start helping build the practices that will get them from point A to point B.
It depends on what your goal is, but cover crops can be part of it, increased crop rotation, a lot of these things help to manage these systems.
I think one of the biggest challenges has been guys think they're going no-till when they're using cover crops or going to soil health, and that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is you're doing something different. It's not, I'm going to no-till tomorrow. They might be reducing tillage, they might be going to a different system, but they're not going strictly no-till unless that is the goal. If the goal is to reduce tillage and go no-till, then they will.
I think it's about using all the tools in the toolbox. Tillage is one, using different crop rotations is one, and I don't want to handcuff any of my growers and say, no, you can't do this. I want their farm to succeed, and if going no-till is the best way, using cover crops is the best way, let's try that approach.
So what would be kind of the most common goal that you guys may come across for farmers that you work with?
So in my area, up in Nelson County, right now the main goal is, Mark, I want you to fix the salinity. Why are my field edges so white? And so right now we're trying to introduce rye, trying to use barley on some of these saline areas to try to mediate some of the lost acres.
Okay, so what are some of the other goals that you may hear from farmers that you work with outside of salinity?
So a lot of my growers are dealing with wind erosion problems. With wind erosion, a lot of times we're dealing with lighter soils, drier soils, that type of thing. So it's important for us to be cognizant of not using too much water. So we're picking different cover crops, we're picking different timings, we're picking different rates, and maybe even variable rating some of this stuff in order to address those concerns without overusing water.